is so weird. I haven't, like, I'm just so out of practice. Okay, here we go. What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. I hope you are having the most wonderful, beautiful, blessed day. I am here to tell you the things. All the things that I have been promising to tell you for months and months and months, and why I've been off YouTube and why things have just been different in my life and all the things that have changed since I moved to Nashville. And it's weird because I feel like there are so many cool things that have happened over the past 6 months, well, I guess 5 months, that I like wish I had vlogs of, but I don't know what it is. Maybe after 4 years, I think I just needed to really take a step back. These past 5 months have arguably been the happiest months of my entire life, and I don't know, getting on camera was just my last priority, and it's not because I don't love you, but it is because I just wanted to be present and like take a step back and gain some perspective and just kind of figure out this chapter of my life, I think. And I just wanted to come back today, and I don't know, I guess this is my like official I'm back video, which sounds super weird, but I was in Houston last week with ALPHALETE, and I feel like it kind of like brought back up my like want to do this, and for the right reasons. So I'll elaborate on that in a second. But really, yeah, this is the coming back video. I have so many videos that I like have filmed pieces of my days here and there. I've filmed exciting things that I've done, like little pieces of things. I've just not completed a video and posted it, and I honestly don't know why. It was like every time I wanted to do it, I just like put it on the end of my to-do list, and I couldn't make myself do it. And I don't know, now I'm ready. I feel like I'm in a good place. It's summer, and I feel like I finally have a hold on my life, and I can schedule this, and I can like have time to film and make time to edit and make time to do this, and I want to, and I miss it. And I was talking to Nabil, actually, Christian's videographer, if you guys are familiar with ALPHALETE, last week, and he's an amazing creative, amazing videographer, and I was like, you know, like the first year when I was by myself doing social media, I found so much joy in like setting up a photo shoot and coming up with a video and like tapping into that creative side of me. I've really lost that over the past few months, and I want it back, and I want to do something that's just for me and has nothing to do with like my job or like my social life or my relationship or anything else. YouTube has always just been like such a safe space for me, and I've always had so much community in YouTube from you guys, and I miss that a lot. And yeah, I guess I just needed a minute to remember that and to come back to YouTube in a way that I feel right about and I feel good about. And you know, I can't lie, and I've said this on my channel before, I have spent like the past year, especially the past probably 2 years, when I first started YouTube, you guys, if you go back in my videos, I made the most like uncinematic, like unimpressive videos, and I would always joke with people like when I was around other influencers, like, oh, my videos are so boring in comparison, like I can't believe you watch them, because I don't have like cinematic edits and like cool intros and outros and all this stuff. I finally hired a video editor who was awesome when I was like really in it, but I just like I wasn't committed enough to make it work, and now I want to be. But ultimately where I was going with that is I think I've just felt like my videos like aren't as interesting as other YouTubers, and I'm like, I don't do all these fancy cool edits, and like they're not gonna care, and they're not gonna want to watch my video. I don't know, I think I'm kind of remembering like the reason that I started YouTube wasn't so I could make cool edits and be this like amazing video editor and videographer. It was so I could make somebody feel less alone that was having a tough day, and to, you know, be what I needed when I was young and by myself and like didn't have somebody to look up to. And none of those things have anything to do with the cool video edit. And for some reason, I think I lost sight of that, and I do think living in Houston had a lot to do with that. It just made me feel very like less than, and like I wasn't doing cool enough stuff, and you know, I didn't start a podcast, I didn't have a videographer and a photographer following me around, and it just made me feel like, why am I even trying a lot of the time? Not to mention like all the shit that happened last year was just hard. Like I just wasn't in the mental space to be vulnerable. I didn't want to share my life anymore. After what happened, I most definitely didn't want to like even sit in my house and film anything. I was just so scared. of so many things, and I think I'm finally like at such a healthy spot in my life where I feel really good about where I am and where I'm going, and I just want to do this for the reasons that I started again, and that's what I'm planning on doing. So really quickly, going back to what I said about visiting Houston and coming back for the right reasons. And obviously, ALPHALETE is full of aspiring influencers, and it's really different because when I like became an influencer, it wasn't this like, oh, I want this to be my life goal, like this is my career goal. I never felt like that. It was just like, I'm gonna share my life, and I have all this like spare time, and I'm really lonely and sad, and like, how am I going to find community? And it was very much like a solace, like a safe space for me, like I mentioned earlier. And now there's this like generation of influencers who want to be influencers, and so they're like doing everything in their power to become that. And you know, it's just a different time, and I think it's amazing, and they're so driven, and I love that, but it's just not for me. And like seeing that side of social media when I was in Houston was just like, ugh, like I was never in this for like the followers or the money, like, and I don't care. Like, I don't care that I have videos that have 10,000 views and others that have a ton. Like, that's, again, it's not the reason why I started this, and I need to hold on to that really tightly. And you know, if this video can make one of you feel better about your day, then like, who the fuck cares about any of the other details, you know? And I just need to focus on that. So I'm making a promise to you that I'm holding on to that. Also a promise that my videos aren't going to be amazing and cinematic, because that's just not what this is about for me. They are to make your day better. They are to make you feel less alone and share my life with you, and maybe I can be helpful. And I want to tell you guys a lot of things about my past, about things I've learned, about things as silly as my makeup routine and how I'm doing my hair, and ways I save money. And I want to talk about my new job and how I balance my schedule, and I want to share the good parts about my relationship, and well, all the parts are good parts, but like what I've learned this year, and I don't know, just how I've grown up, and I want to share it, and I want it to be a happy and exciting place for you. And of course, I'm still going to share fashion in your ALPHALETE hauls. That's not going anywhere, and my ghost partnership isn't going anywhere. All that's the same. The big difference in my life is in January, I actually started a new job, like a big girl job, and this is a type of work that I did right out of college before I started YouTube. Kind of similar, not really. I'm not going to go into detail about what it is, but this is my work setup, and this is my office. I will do an office tour someday, but I spend my days here from 7 to 4 every day, and I work on this beautiful big desktop here, and I talk to really intelligent, amazing people, and I'm doing really well, you guys. This job, like, I wasn't seeking a job. This wasn't like I was on the hunt for one. I just have a ton of respect for the owner of this company, and he was hiring and needed somebody with my skill set, I suppose. And I reached out and was like, hey, I have a position open. Would love to have you. And the timing finally makes sense. This is something that we've talked about for years and years, that I could potentially work there, and yeah, it made a lot of sense, and I was excited for something new. And you guys, no one talks about this, but when you're an influencer full-time, your income is not guaranteed. Like, you just never know what's gonna happen month to month, and I don't think I even realized how stressful that was on me, like, until I didn't have to deal with it anymore. And you know, I was doing fine, like I was obviously doing well, and that's great, but it was still stressful. Like, I'm such a planner, like I need days planned out, I need my income planned out, like I need these things, and I just never had that from doing social media full time, and it was hard on me. And now I have a lot of structure, and I have this beautiful thing called a W-2, which means in a year or two, I will actually be able to buy a house, and it won't be impossible to do, because as a self-employed person, it is very, very hard to make big purchases like that. So, I don't know, I'm planning for my future. I love this job, you guys. Like, I really, really love it, and I'm really happy, and I'm learning, and I'm challenged, and like, those are all the things that I wanted, but I want to kind of tap into that creative side again, and that's why I'm here. So, my big news is that I have a new job, and I think now that I kind of have it out there, and I like have permission to share that and all these things, I will have content that the best person I can compare it to is Grace Beverly. I don't know if you guys follow her on Instagram. She's a boss-ass bitch. We love her. But she makes videos sometimes. Sometimes they're just like my type of videos, but the rest of the time she does a lot of content around like, this is my schedule, this is how I'm planning out my day, balancing social media plus work, and she's an entrepreneur and she's incredible. And there will be content like that, you know, and if you're interested in it, of course I'll make more. Like, how do I balance all these things? What does my schedule look like? How am I eating healthy meals when I'm sat at a desk all day? How am I still being active? There's a lot of content like that I can make, so I'm more than open to suggestions. If anything, like when I was working a full-time job and I saw influencers that had a full-time job plus their social media, I was always like, damn, like that's relatable. Like that's what I do, you know, and being an influencer is this super glamorized thing. Like we can sleep in and we can do whatever we want and all we do is take photos and get free stuff. Like I know it looks like that, and that is a lot of it. And now I have, you know, like a 9 to 5, just like you. And I hope that we can connect on that level, and I can, you know, be here for you in some day, and I can learn from you on how to manage my life a little bit better, because it is hard. I have much less time in the day to do this kind of thing, but I want to prioritize it because I miss it and I miss you guys. And we hit 100K, you guys. We hit 100,000 subscribers. Crazy. I have a whole video for that. There's so many things that have happened. I'm not going to bore you with too many more details, or this video will be 100,000 years long. New house in Nashville, new job. I have 2 nieces. My family is local now. Excuse me? Yeah, things are changing. There's a ton going on, and I have a ton of exciting content coming up. If you do follow me on Instagram at Britt Shaheen, you're gonna see some things that you're gonna be like, oh, I already knew about this. Like, naturally, I mean, this would happen, right? Like that my chalk would break in the middle of the video. Of course that would happen. Like, where does this even, oh yeah, it fully just came undone. Awesome. Okay, well, I'm gonna tuck this in and we'll see if it lasts throughout the remainder. Okay. Don't buy this shirt. I won't link it. I was going to, but I won't because, wow, don't buy it. Anywho, yeah, lots of new and exciting things. I'm in a really good place, and I'm going to share it with you, and I'm really excited about it. So you will see another video or 2 in the next week, and I can't wait to hear what you guys want to see. So let me know down in the comments below what you do want to see, and I promise to share it with you. I'm going to shoot for 1 video a week. I feel like that is very reasonable. It's doable. I will dedicate 1 day a weekend to this, and I obviously have my nighttime when I get off work too. And thank you for being here. Thank you for sticking around this long. If you've been here since the beginning, or literally thank you just for sticking around for this entire video. I'm really appreciative, and I really love you, and I wouldn't have literally any of this. I know I'm a broken record, but I would not have any of it. I wouldn't have been able to build what I have at all if it weren't for you. And I'm just grateful. So that's going to be it for this video. You will see another one in just a couple of days here. And yeah, follow me on Instagram for more updates if you want to check it out. And lo and behold, I am not quitting YouTube. So I'm sorry I did that to you. I just quit YouTube for a little bit. Now I'm going to have 2 full-time jobs, which just feels right. It feels right. Let's just drown in the busyness, shall we? Okay. I love you guys so much. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe if you aren't already to come along on this very new journey with me. And I will see you in the next one.